Okay. Hey guys, this is Denise Diane, and I am, let's see here, currently the time and weather. We have a tornado warning pretty much toward the Denton area, not here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but like 40 minutes away. So I've been watching that. DJ's already gone to work. It is currently 11:34 p.m. I only have 17% battery life, and I'm about to listen to a book. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about books anymore, but that's just who I am. Check it. Ann Patchett. Never read anything by Ann Patchett. From my bookshelves, I really don't think I've ever bought an Ann Patchett. If you see any stubble on my chin, so what? I grow hair every other day. So anyway, it is my birthday. I was talking about Ann Patchett. Tom Hanks. Okay, I'm heavy into my Libby app because I got 15 books. I think 15 because I deleted some. I love Kalila D, so she cracks me up. And I was listening to her channel as always. I think I watched the most updated one today, but a little while ago, not too far back, but she was talking about some books, and I took them off of here already. I went straight to Libby app to get the, books. I think it's Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain, right? A little series going on. And she's talking about how does she love a serial killer? And she was so funny. I love her. And so I got the books, right? And I started listening to one of them. It was kind of, it's not the narrator. The narrator, she was good and everything, but I think it's mostly the story. And I'm thinking, if I saw these words on paper, maybe it would be better. But then I listened a little bit more and I'm thinking, no, not for me. So everything is not for everybody, as we know. But maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it. But right after the Dutch House, I'm not trying to listen to that. So I got rid of those because also I think it was like two people were waiting on the first one, but about 4 or 5 people was, it tells you how many people are waiting. I literally had about 9 more days, so I could have got through both of them because I'm painting a lot and I'm listening a lot. So currently, I think I've caught you up to date with what I've been listening to on my Libby app. Demon Copperhead, that was amazing. It was so sad, but I like her writing style, Barbara Kingsolver, so I think that was amazing. And then Wanda Morris's new book, right? What You Left Behind, What You Left Behind. So good, so mysterious. A little love happening there. But the men in the book, the men, the daddy, the uncle, and the love interest, this is how women should be treated. Like, always feeling like these wonderful men in our lives have our back. And I feel that way. I really do. I really do. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Dante. Thank you, William. I have good men in my life that love me. At least I think they do. I could be tripping. But anyway, I think of them lovingly, and I've been treated lovingly. So I just love that for her in the book. They were not playing about that woman. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So it was really good. And then what else did I listen to? So Demon Copperhead, Wanda M. Morris. These are most recent. And then because I can't go all the way back, because I'm old. I'm 60 today. Okay, and it's about to be after midnight, so I'm 60 in a couple minutes. But what was the other one? Maybe I should go to my Goodreads, or maybe I should look at my shelf, or maybe I should look at my timeline, or whatever. Oh, it's only 11:39, so I'm on Libby app. Timeline, is it on there? I know it's on somewhere. Oh, and I don't have 15 because I took the other two. I put the other ones back, like I just said. I haven't really talked today. Of course, I talked to my son. He came home, and of course, as usual, he got him a little something to eat. Sometimes he doesn't eat. Sometimes he goes to the gym, whatever his little routine is to get him to sleep, and then he was knocked out. So it's been so quiet in here today. It was raining and a little bit of quiet thunder. That's the dishwasher. But it was so cool just to all I did, literally, I stayed in the bed. I forced myself to stay in the bed until like 10 o'clock so I can just take it all in. I literally have made it to 60 years old, right? And I have all my faculties. They may not be working 100% like they used to, but I'm good and I'm grateful and I'm here. And I did not mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna even joke and play with you. I did not, me, Denise Diane, Nisi, aka Art Books Life, Whitmore Reads, Whitmore Reads 65, Baby Case, as my family used to call me. I did not think I was going to make it to 60. And it feels like I've been in the decade of 50 for 3 decades. I was like in my 50s for a really long time. And 10 years doesn't seem like a long time, but like the 40s didn't seem that long. The 30s didn't seem that long. I loved them. But when I turned 50, it seemed like even up to 55, I was like, it's like taken for, I've been in this spin for a long, long time. Like, oh my gosh. And I think it's because during my 50s, I retired from a job. I've had several jobs that I've quit. I took a whole year off to just go see family and go back to Florida, go to Kansas City. I've taken time to even move back Midwest for 2 years during the pandemic. I've gone back recently. I'm doing so I've done a lot of things to rest and relax from all the work, all the marriage, all the kids. So 50s were a lot of me reclaiming maybe a little bit of who I was before all of them, before I had children. Like, who am I? Like, I was this loving little girl. I was the last child. I was almost the only child for a long time because everybody was older and up and left me and my mom was just there. I had to go back because all these people came into my life that I wanted and loved and chose. And it's 50s were like a separation of, yeah, they really grown. My kids ain't my friends. And I know this little saying about, black parents saying, I'm not one of your little friends. Well, my kids needed to tell me that because I could have swore I was one of their little friends. Oh my God. So when you are the last child, almost sometimes the forgotten child, the kind of, what we're going to do with the baby child? Do the baby need to go to school child? Who's picking up the baby? Who's doing this? The baby, to having your own kids. Oh, those my babies. The line in which you grew up says a lot about how you raise your children. And I think me and my children grew up together. Some of them are more mature than I am. I can't even see them talking to people every day that don't talk to them back on their YouTube channels. They don't have YouTube channels. And the ones that do have YouTube channels, they stopped making videos a long time ago. Oh my God, what am I doing? Am I childish? So what? Maybe I really am. Good Jesus, is this how all young babies act? Like, oh my God. Anyway, so the 50s were about discovering who I was before them kids and who I'm going to be afterwards. And now that I'm in my 60s, this is day 1 of 60s. Should I make some changes? Should I have a pink afro, a purple afro? Would I embarrass my kids if I do? Should I get another tattoo? No. Maybe. I don't know. Should I cut all my hair off again? I ain't gonna lie. I said I was gonna sleep until 10 o'clock this morning. I didn't sleep. I just laid in bed. I was like, okay. I said I was just gonna lay in bed. I'm not gonna, I did look for a job and I think I got that job. Just waiting on them to do the background check. I I don't have a criminal report, so I'm sure I got the job. But if I don't, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm not even gonna be mad. So anyway, one of my first thoughts, that's what I was gonna say. One of my first thoughts, I'm laying there in bed in my birthday suit, yes. I'm thinking, wow, I'm 60. I'm so grateful. Like, I felt so peaceful. Like, it was so quiet in here. And again, DJ had come home, I think a little bit later. I think I was already up. I just wasn't out of the room when I heard the door open, because I did send him a text. I was like, is that you that just came in the door? That's how long I was just trying to force myself to lay in the bed without getting up and hurrying up and coming in here and painting or fixing my breakfast or doing anything, reading, whatever. So I did, and one of my first absolute thoughts is, okay, I'm 60. I was grateful. Now what do I do? What do I want to do? I can do anything I want to do to maybe change my look, whatever. First thought, of course, just chop your hair off, like cut it off like this short again, and dye it pink, dye it purple, dye it pink and purple. But then I'm like, can I really be out in public like that? Because I don't think that's not what I really want. But I do want a different color, because I think I do. So that may happen. You tell me. I just want a softer, not bright pink, maybe a little mauvey, maybe a little burgundy. I don't know, but I want something different, and I don't want this. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll cut my hair, because again, one of the first things is just cut it off. Then I thought, I'll go in there and I'll blow it out, take my flat iron, even it out, cut it, even, get all the split ends cut off, trim it, give myself maybe a weird bang, and have it, instead of it being here, cut it to where there's nothing in the back, just short. Then I'm thinking, I don't know how to do that. And I left my flat iron in Missouri at my sister's house, so yeah, I do have my blow dryer here, so I might do that. I still might blow dry my hair out. Literally, from when I finally got up out of my birthday suit, or and put myself in the shower, I washed my hair, and it is, as you saw, about 11:39 it's 11:46 now. My hair is still damp. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, when I squeeze it, it looks like it's dry, but it's still like damp. If it was like this short, it would not be. And I could just brush it and go. Okay, I don't know what I was eating. Oh, I had some rice earlier with some pork chops. Dinner that I cooked. I didn't go out to eat. I didn't do none of all that. Don't be celebrating, really. I was just really peaceful, and this is the most I've talked all day. Again, DJ was in bed for about a good 10 hours, it seems, and it's just nice and quiet, as it always is, right? I did go out. What did I do? I took out the trash today. I cleaned up. I just put the dishwasher on, as I always do that in the middle of the night, and then I took out trash. I stood on my porch. I watered some plants. I even got some, the most beautiful thing I did today on my 60th birthday was I went out to water my plants, right? And I have my my pitcher. It's a green pitcher. It's so cute, but it's leaking on the bottom slowly. So I kind of fill it up, and then I put it on the top shelf so it'll leak down on the other plants, right? So it was raining, and I just stood there and watched the rain, and I'm thinking, let me go catch some rainwater. So I actually took my pitcher outside, stuck it in the puddle, like got about almost halfway full by scooping water out of the grass in front, and then I just set it right down where it's like draining off the building, and I got a whole pitcher of rainwater, and then I watered my plants with it. I know that might not sound exciting, like the disco ball in the club and all that stuff and shots, but that's what I did on my 60th birthday. I'm also going to show you what I'm reading and the Gilda stories. So this is a book that I wanted a long time ago, and then I got it. This is a brand new copy, like brand spanking new. And I got it off of Thrift Books, right? And it's so good. I mean, it's like perfectly new. But I just started it last night and I wanted to get into it today, but I just wanted to kind of just sit and listen to books. And that's what I was doing. I was going to go and show you guys the other book that I read because I couldn't remember. So I already told you about Demon Copperhead and Wanda Morris, and there's another one. Anyway, and this is my April read for my tome 25, which is Lonesome Dove. Still haven't gotten that far. I'm embarrassed to tell you, so I think I'm going to start over. What I will say about the Ann Patchett, The Dutch House, I could have been done with it yesterday. I had like less than an hour. And what did I do? If you've been here for a long time, you already know. I rewinded it at least 2 to 3 chapters before it could end. And I re-listened until the end today. I literally sat there in my living room, TV off, and I just sat there with the phone kind of like propped on my shoulder. And I just listened to Tom Hanks read me what he's already read. And then the end of the Dutch House and the beautiful painting that's on the cover of the Dutch House. And I'm sure I put it, you've seen it. If not, definitely take a look at it, and also a listen if you don't want to read the physical copy. It is narrated so specially. I have my setting on 1.25 as far as the speed, so I never hardly listen to them in the actual normal because their voices sound like they're dragging, and sometimes I think they do that on purpose so that when you do speed it up it's not chipmunk sounding, right? So that's what I was looking for in my timeline. Okay, and I'll also tell you, I want to read all of Ann Patchett now, and I wish they were all narrated by Tom Hanks, but I do want some physical copies. But until I get back into the physical copy mood, after I read these two, the Gilded stories by, oh my God, I got my glasses on and still can't see, Jewel Gomez, beautiful cover, and Larry McMurtry's Lonesome Dove. After I read those physical copies, those are the only 2 physical copies. I don't care if it takes me up until June or July to finish. I'm painting a lot, okay? I'm getting ready for an art show. So I really don't have time to be sitting around picking out a whole TBR of tome 25s. This is my tome that I'm going to read. And then the other ones will definitely come from my shelves and Libby app. All right, so what did I check out? And what did I read? So this is just my timeline of books. Okay. I even checked out a couple that I have on my shelf from The Lowland, Jhumpa Lahiri. I'm sitting up there in my bed. My bookshelves are on the opposite end of my bed. And I'm just looking at all the books and I go, why haven't I read the Jhumpa Lahiri? I love the namesake. Why haven't I read it or any of them? So I'm painting. Let me go ahead and get it. Then I got also an Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri, and I checked that out on April 22nd. You see those? So currently what I'm reading or going to listen to, and I did check out Butterfly 3 by Ashley Antoinette. I'm thinking, I started the series, let me go ahead and finish it. And then what'll happen is either I'll listen to it and go, nah, I was right the first time. Or I'll listen and go, ooh, sexy, no. Anyway, I'm also starting the 9th house. I started it today and then I stopped it immediately. And I'm like, I'm going to start this tonight when I get back to painting. So I'm literally 5 minutes and 59 seconds into it and listening to the prologue. So I only got 15% of whatever, and I cannot find out how to go to tell you what I listened to before. Demon Copperhead, it was something before that, Wanda Morris, and another one. Child, I don't know. But I'm gonna figure it out. But anyway, I'm getting ready to paint. And what am I painting on? Cardboard. Oh, I did tell you guys I was gonna get up and show you the Picasso ones, but how about we do that in the morning tomorrow when it's all nice and bright outside and I don't have to get up. I'll already be up. And I also wanted to show you, I think, let's see here, there's 3 and 4. There's a box. I got my foot up on this, ouch, paint. What else was I going to show you guys? The 3, 4. Okay. I got 4 to show you. One that I finished, I started painting on here. It was the one with the yellow background and the leaves. It's finished. I'm looking at it right now, but I'll show you that tomorrow when the sun is coming through, which makes it so beautiful to see. And 3, 4, and then I did do a purple box with butterflies. So yeah, no, I did not finish my lady with the afro down there, but I'm getting ready to start. Let me show you guys. I cut out this here, one of the mamas. Let's move the books, and let's put those down there. This is, I'm going to open up this grayish green paint and do background and get this started. So basically, this is one of the mamas. There's her crazy shoes. These are the cardboards that I just kind of basically, I wanted to like draw on it and make something nice and neat and then follow my, line up or my drawing or sketch or whatever you want to call it. But I don't really like doing that. So I just do it kind of haphazard, and I've got some hair going over here and a big old eye is going to be sticking out her face. And she's got some hands there, some hands. They're not even. And that's what I like. And there's her shoes and her big old pants or whatever. So I'm going to start this, put the background colors on it, and go from there. And my usual time of going to bed now is almost like about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm drinking coffee, and the other night it put me to sleep, so I really can't say that coffee like keeps me up all the time. It just depends, really. And I think I'm done talking. So I'll see you guys, and I'm not going to sit up here and do a painting tutorial. I don't do that. I think, man, it would be so nice to do that. But there's a lot of that on the internet already. If you expect that from me, I do apologize, but maybe I'll try harder to do something like that. I've tried it before, and I totally get bored with the fact that this camera eye is on me, and I get kind of frustrated. And then sometimes I just don't talk, and I go, that's boring too. Or like when I'm running off at the mouth like right now, and I really just want to paint. I'm not gonna grow up. I think this is me going forward at 60. Yeah, it's much of the same. No, seriously. In personal matters of the heart, like I'm celibate on purpose, spiritual minded on purpose. I am goal driven with this art installation on purpose. I am going to be gainfully employed again on purpose, out of necessity. Do I want to? No, I do not. I'd rather get paid by my art, but I am not delusional 100%. If I never get paid for art, am I going to do it? Yes. So with all that said, happy born day to me. I'm so happy to still be here and physically, mentally, and spiritually able to put out some fun work. Have a beautiful day. Bye, you guys. Or night. Or after midnight.